I am Ajay Karmali and would like to share a few words about Mr. Sasi Menon. To me, he was not just a boss at ADCB but also a mentor, guide, and inspiration. Shashi excelled in banking, managing multi-million and multi-billion dollar transactions while heading the liability side through the money market desk. After a remarkable 40-year career, he set a milestone in the Limca Book of Records. Retirement didn't slow him down. He discovered a new passion in Chenda, a traditional percussion instrument from Kerala. Today, he is here to showcase his skills, filling my home with rhythm, energy, and positive vibes. With 7 years of dedicated training, he has become a skilled performer in Chenda. His journey is a proof that passion knows no limits. Wishing him continued success and hopefully an entry into the Guinness World Records as well. Thank you. Thanks to Mr. Sunil Nair from Kurtalim. Heartfelt thanks for giving your Chenda today. Because of Sunil, we are able to see Shashi performing and demonstrating his skills today.
Because it is mathematical progression, everybody knows 1 plus 1 is 2, 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 3, like that. So, see, and this is processed and tied it. And this on the other side, this is 8 pieces of one, bigger, smaller, like this. But this is not used properly because previously we used to have both sides, This side is called Edandala, left portion, and this is on right portion. Nowadays, because of specialization, there is left Chenda and right Chenda different. And see, this fellow, he used it in a different opposite side. Because, see, when you use this part for beating, this tying up should come here, otherwise it will disrupt, And when I started, when I started the interest, I thought you just beat like this. It's not like that. The teacher told me there are 6 sounds comes from this. It is with half of the hand from here. If you beat, it's called ga. Ga. Only fingers, ka. Then if you use the tip on the outside here, na. If you use this one, na. If you use this one here, da. If you use forcefully, it is dum. So it is a combination of this. You have to alter it at regular intervals. And Ganapati Kai and all this. There is a Vaitari, it is called, colloquial style of steps to be done, like in dance and all. So Ganapati Kai, it is known as Di Kam Nakadarakam, Dirigata Nakadarakam, Dikam Nanakam, Dirigata Nakadarakam. All this is used in melodies. Nakadarakam, Dirigata Nakadarakam, Nanakam. All this is used in melodies. I'll show you once again this Ganapati Kai. Di Kam Nakadarakam. First step. And one important thing is this is pure mathematic progression. See, when we were in the bank, when I was doing this liability management and whatever, this percentage, multiplication, division, we use a lot. I have had a basic interest in mathematics, especially in arithmetic when I was a young boy. This is pure mathematic progression. When I study this basics, it is 3 beat, Trutala. This is 1. This is normally done in 6 seconds to start with. Ta, ki. Then you have to do the double of this within that 6 seconds correctly. That is the second stage. Third is again 12. 6 into 2 is 12. Then again within seconds 24. That is the problem. I can't reach 24, but I will try. Now the problem is if you beat like this, traveling time is lot. So what we do is to make it double. So instead of having one beat, you can get double.
Twice the time you do only.
That is all. For that, if you are a boy, your wrist will move. Wrist will move. But at this age of 65, 66, it was difficult for me. But I tried around 3 hours practice every day. That made me little bit competent, not full extent. So my guru, actually there is one Padma Shri Pirvanamuttamara. He got Padma Shri in this Chenda. He told me he is doing that time 50 years. So he said, you can study it, you can perform, but not to my standard, because I have been doing this 50 years. You are just beginning. But you can study and get a reasonable level of perform. So then this beating is one important thing. Is another important thing is see, ta, ki, ta. Wrist is being moved when we study. Second is, third is 12 beat. This 12 beat, actually it is only beat. When music is added to that beat, actually both are same, but it makes different rhythms, and it is arithmetic progression. So it becomes 3, 6, 12, 24, 48, and up to 96 it goes. No, not the speed. I'll tell you. Actually, what I studied was, everybody study Panjari Melam. There is 8 kind of melams, Chenda percussion art is there. One is Panjari, which is in Chembada Thalam. Chembada you must have heard as a Thala, Chembada. Then there is Pandi Melam. In Panjari Melam, we use one stick and one hand, like this. In Pandi we use both the sticks. And then there is Chamba, Chembada, Adanda, Anjadanda, Truvam, and new one is now. All these other melams are there, Chingari and all, that is street melams, which is not considered as a standard melams. These are and they will not allow us to do that street activities. And there are 5 instruments we use, like Chenda, both Edandala and Valandala. Then there is Kudal, then there is Kumbu, I don't know how you call it in English. Then there is that. Then I will do only my part of and the most interesting part which attracted me is first stage is 96 beat, Thalam, 96, which is on the other side, but it's a different Chenda. And now I am doing that because I cannot do this activity for 4.5 hours. That is only one, this hand is not to be used, like this. Yeah, 96. Then when 96 is finished, it is called one Thala circle, Thala Vattam, is 96 beats. So that beating is 2 types. One is closed beat, like this. Open beat is you strike and take. So this 96 beating is like this. I'll show you. One, two. There is a rhythm in that. This is 96. How it is 96? It is actually Chambada Thalam is 8. Chambada Thalam is 7 plus 1. That is 8. 8 beat is Chambada. That we don't fully utilize that 8 beat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is the space. It is called a space. So that also is counted as one number. Because when your modulations in the voice makes music. If it is then it is music. Then it is music because up and down. That is what it is important. It is. And what surprised me is this somebody invented this practice. Maybe 500 years, 300 years before, where there was no computer, no calculator, nothing is there. And when it is 96, in the next stage, second stage is 48. But the beating is same. How to adjust this 96 and 48, that correlations, it's very difficult to think, but it is being practiced by people, That is one aspect. Secondly, in this melons, there is no conductor and nobody speaks. Only from the beating techniques and by raising hands, or you look here, or you bow like this. These are the communication. Nobody speaks. Oh, why don't you? And even if somebody is making a mistake, they don't speak. They will. They can express their anger or appreciation by expression. That is the thing. And there is a
there is no pre-practice.
pre-practice.
For every Yeshdas or Yajachan, they will practice it the previous day. Everybody is
Direct live performance.
Yeah, for example, Thrissur Puram, it's around 300 people they assembled in Mela. They all come from different parts of Kerala at around 12 o'clock. They assemble at 12:30 and 1 o'clock it starts. Maybe the next man is George. I don't know George, but we don't know. But because it is mathematical progression, everybody knows 1 plus 1 is 2, 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 3, like that. So we, yes. And again this 7 beat is not like straight 7 like this. Sometimes they break it. 3, 4 plus 3, 3 plus 3 plus 1, 5, 6 plus 1 plus 1, like that. That number is kept in multiples of Chambada Vatam. Chambada Vatam is 1 is say 8, I told you 8, 7 beat and 1. Then up to fourth stage, 96 is 12 into 8. 12 Talavatams is 1 full Talavatam. Then 48 is 6 down, half. Like that it is being divided. Correct mathematical progression it is.
If someone changes in between,
Yeah.
then
That's another factor. If
So,
one hand,
make it
one
like this,
is
three,
different of
4,
the
they will inform earlier.
No. It is all structured like this. I cannot change. See, if it is in the fifth stage, it is 5 plus 1. Everybody is like that.
So when you are in fifth stage, your colleagues will be all fifth stage only.
Everybody is in the same rhythm.
Okay. So then, if you are in 20th stage means all.
Only 5 stages. First, it is like first stage is 1.5 hours. Very slow problem. 1.5 hours. Slow. It starts from 0 speed to maybe up to 60, 70. Then first stage finishes, it comes down to 10. Then again you start up to 80.
So every time we will be starting from one.
So you get little space to drink water. In other melams, it's not like that. It is one way, just going. You have to stop and then drink. This one is Panjari melam is little rhythm, more rhythmic. That is why it is called Panjari. For Panjasara in Kerala, it's called sugar, So it is little spaced there. Then, this the structure is minimum nine people are required. Three frontline Chendas, then 2 back back talams, that is 5, then 1 Kudal, then 1 Kombu, then 2 Elathalam. This is minimum required. It can go up to 300, 350. Then there is somebody did for record purpose 1,000 people. So my objective was to make this into Limca Book, record books. But then I did everything. 10 lakhs rupees is required for that. But then a lot of people said we will give a share of their sponsorship. But then when it was about to be done, a lot of my seniors said, see, if I do it in 4.5 hours, somebody can do it in 5 hours. They can extend the time. Then this record will break. So I thought if it is in record, Guinness Book of Records, this will have a prominence across the globe, where in other countries also you can get an entrance, because it's a record event. Then I stopped it. I was forced to stop it. Then melams.
So every record is made for breaking, no? So
then
at least you start it, let somebody break it. Why not?
no, somebody break it in the sense.
I will take time.
See, I'll tell you. See, if it is 4 hours, it is called. I don't know in Malayalam. It is called Nadiga. Nadiga. Samayam. Time is in olden days it is considered as Nadiga. Almost 1 hour. Almost. So it is 10 hours. No, 10. 10 Nadiga. That is 4.5 hours. But somebody can intentionally do it. I will extend it. Instead of, see, this is all repetition, See, for example, it is called when the Pramani is called the chief. Chief decides when to convert from one. See, first stage itself is the first stage is straight line, like this. Second part of the first is Urlugol, like you have to. I don't know. Wrist movement like this. Then third is fast. So I will show you. See, everybody starts with learning process is third stage, because third stage has got everything of included. So they teach you third stage, then fourth, then fifth, then second and first. Like that it goes. And initially, the chief who stands in the middle, he Madam Nertha, just starting point. So I will show you how to start the madams. Third, each stage, if today in this house, if it is third stage starting, then 3, 4, 5. Maybe in Gopi's house it may be 4, 5, 6. Or in a temple it may be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then the time factor will go up. So in normal melons it is 3, 4, 5 because 1.5, 2 hours. Because first stage is 1.5 hours. Nobody wants to wait because it's very slow like this. See, then there is no interest for this new generation. Previously, when I was a child, we used to listen to everything. So I will show you third stage without Vaitari. I will explain that later. First is Nerkol, Urlukol, and then Kalasham. This is the starting point. came down to 10. Now again you start, Nila, then Nadakala, something like that. But in the fourth stage, in the third step, it's slightly lengthy. I will show you that. Like The Vaitari is, I don't know. Vaitari, I'll tell you. Nana, Gidata Kanana, Gidata Kanana, Gidata Kanana, Gidata Kanana, in the third. But in the fourth stage, Gidata Kanana, 3 times it is there. So that makes a lot of rhythmic movements when you hear it. Then, one important thing is, all the melams has got its own kalasams and all finishing. But then final kalasam is same for everything. This is called Tir kalasam. Tir means last. Ultimate stop. That we use normally both stick, but I am not that much perfect in that, so I am still working on it. I will show you that towards the end. difficult to learn, but still strenuous. The Kalash.
Mind is completely to that.
This 4.5 hours when you do this, you are in a meditative mode, because once in one temple, final this one, what I showed is 5 talas, 5 plus 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5, 6. I did like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nobody means I bet. So that Pramani looked at me. Correctly, out of it was Shatapanjari, 100. He looked at me.
Because no other person had to deviate from his thinking.
From the here, within split second, he knows from this side. Then everybody is looking at me, So I told him, because he knows me, I am a senior man, senior than him, by age wise. Then when there was lunch, dinner, it was night time. So I told him, sir, I made a mistake. I know in the fifth, you instead of 5, you put 6. See?
Yes, sir. Where you were and what
But he said, you must be very careful. See, if it is normal Malayalam people, they will ask you to know. Because the rhythm gets spoiled.
That's why even the singers, Carnatic can say, they say you need concentration. Stop.
And you
Make a
don't
mistake.
see anything. Once this 10,000 people were there almost in that. So lot of people face is familiar, but I don't see anything except because full mind is like this.
whoever says
I don't
that,
say
you don't have that.
I don't say, but in my mind it is like this. My mind. Otherwise, I will make a mistake.
Yes. Concentration.
Yeah, this in the first stage, I'll show you how this difference happens like this. It is called Nela steps. That is continued for maybe 2 minutes, 3 minutes like this. The Vaitari is like this. Nana did Dakka, Nana did Dakka did. This is continuous like. Then when you move to the stage, the Pramani will show like this, because there is a count, 10th count. Then
When
you
it
know.
ends, you know that it's going to the next one.
Oh. And there is change in the sound also when you bang.
Yes. No. Same thing.
Same sound.
Same sound. The only.
The number of beats will change.
So I don't look around. I just look only this Chendavatam. So my neighbor, he knows that I am a human. He will know me. Change. Otherwise, I will make a mistake.
You have to be fast
So
one.
there is a good support for me. Then I'll show you in the first stage the difference between what happens. When you do it in a speed way, here, it is very difficult.
Going all over the place.
All of it. So what my teacher told me, don't go to that extent, but somewhere closer, because when it is 100 people or 30 people, one small sound won't make much a difference unless it is that beat wrong. This is basically the it is a general. If
The
you-
end also with something.
Pardon?
You have to end.
That's what he did know. This.
This, the last one I showed.
End.
Janaganamana.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We have made it.
You're a serious situation to start some new passion at that age, actually, for you. You are all ages to understand that at any point of time you ought to have a passion to do something.
Difficulty in getting this instrument here, and Karmali went to many temples and all, because normally it is temple related programs or this Chenda is used. So finally he one Mr. Sunil, he was very kind enough to give this Chenda for a day or two. Yesterday we met him. I wish him and his family, and especially his children, those who are studying
Gokul and Nakul.
Gokul and Nakul, studying this Chenda, and let them become prime artists in this
Carry
particular
forward
art.
the tradition.
Yes. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for playing this year and blessing my house with the wonderful beats. Okay, we worked together for 7 years in Money Market. We were only working with numbers,
Playing with
and you made the record there, which is unbeatable record, which is unbreakable record of getting your lengthy service into Limca Book of
Limca.
Records. I wish that
you should go ahead for Guinness Book of Record. Records are meant for breaking. You have one unbreakable record. Let the second record be broken by anybody, but we want you to see in Guinness Book of Records. That is my sincere wish.
Thank you.
Everybody's sincere wish. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Shashi.